Shit. Time schedule. 11:20. That wasn't the intent. I screwed up there. Here's the interceptor. Right here. I have to take a shishi break. Two. Wait, let's see. One, two, three. $17 riders. Okay, we're good. Broken up. I made a bad mistake. I don't think the riders want to ride with me anymore. I led them poorly. Okay, so here we've got polar notation. This is Cartesian. In Hawaii, we've got, okay, let me give you a brief rundown over Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian is like left, right, up, down, okay? So you've got 4 points. Polar is a little different. Imagine, if you will, a dartboard or like a clock. So you can say, you know, you're in the middle and you step out about polar has an angle and direction, counterclockwise or clockwise. Okay, so a lot of the way it works here in Hawaii, it's more similar to polar coordinates than Cartesian coordinates. In Hawaii, we typically don't use Cartesian as much. We don't say, okay, head northbound east or something. We don't say northwest, east, south, or whatever. We say toward Ewa or toward Diamond Head. Ewa is Ewa Beach, and that would be on the west end of Oahu, okay, of the island of Oahu. Oahu, basically, you could say Oahu has 4 points, like a diamond. The topmost point would be North Shore. The westward most point would be on the Ewa Beach side, or the Ewa Beach town or city. And the eastmost side would be Diamond Head. And the southernmost part would be, say, Honolulu, downtown Honolulu. Okay, so that's your north, south, east, west, okay? And the way it works is, roads are typically built in a circular fashion around the perimeter or the shoreline. And let's say you're heading up, let's say you want, right now where we're going is, we're going around counterclockwise around the island, okay? So we would say, you know, we're heading up to the North Shore, and you know, if I'm looking for the McDonald's, it would be on the McDonald's should be on the Mauka side of, okay, and what they do is you have two notations. You have Mauka and Makai. Mauka means mountain, and right now the mountain is on my left side. Makai means ocean, and that would be on the right side. So what I would say is, if somebody asked me for directions right now, I'd say, yeah, McDonald's is on the Mauka side. You just head the street up to the North Shore. And I wouldn't say north, because yes, we're heading north, but you know, at some point in time, the road is going to twist and turn, and it's going to change. You know, you could go around the island, and you would never, the road would just go around the island and would be facing all four directions at some point. So, you know, at what point would you call it north? You know, and at what point would you be going south? You know, it's, you know, if you're traveling along a circle, you know, it just doesn't really, Cartesian doesn't really work as well as, you know, say polar with a rotational direction. Okay, so it's closer to a polar notation. Okay, so when you get directions, that's how it works. You need, yes, the notation system requires an awareness of Ewa Beach, where Ewa Beach is. If I told you Ewa Beach, you know, it's on Mauka side of Ewa Beach. Well, what the hell is that? You know, where's Ewa Beach? Well, okay. So you know, you need to know where Ewa Beach or where Hawaiian Names is. You need to know certain cities and certain landmarks. You know, like Diamond Head and North Shore and things like that, in order to navigate your way around, particularly if you're a local. And another thing is, a lot of locals here do not use exit numbers. Like, take 29B. What the hell is 29B? We pay attention to the numbers. Another thing that we don't pay attention to really is the weather. Come on, it's always 72 to 76 degrees, maybe 78, and on a very hot days, 80. But really, I mean, do we really pay attention? No, it just, you know, it's just either cool or hot, and 72 is cool, and 78 is hot, and 80 is hot. It's just hot. You know, it's you know, between 78 and 79 and 80, it's just hot, and that's what we got to go by, and that's how it is. So, you know, it's very simplified. There's no seasons. It's mostly spring and summer. You know, if it's winter, it's cold. Cold would be 70 degrees, 68 degrees. That's like, whoa, you know, that's like really cold. And people catch colds here too, because they're in their shorts and tank tops and out at night. Just they catch a cold because they're, you know, they just don't pay attention, and it's a little chilly, and there you have it. Long exposure, you catch a cold. So yeah, that's how I work around here. Life is a little simplified, a little more simplified. I know it sounds complicated, but maybe it's complicated because it's a new notation for all you people that are not adjusted or used to notation, but it really is very simplified. The only thing complicated are the streets. The streets are named after Hawaiian. They're Hawaiian names, and you know, me being a local, even sometimes I even sometimes have a hard time with the streets. Like right now, we're on Cam Highway. Cam Highway is short for Kamehameha Highway. Now maybe you guys have heard of Kamehameha, and you know, he was the Kamehameha line of kings, you know, united Hawaii, and they were the monarchy that ruled. But for the most part, Hawaiian names are difficult. They're long. And they follow the rule of never having two consonants together. They just never, the language just never has a word with two consonants. Lava, L-A-V-A, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. Okay? Oahu, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel. It's just, you just never have two consonants together. It's always a whole bunch of vowels. You know, the vowels outnumber the consonants. Okay. Now that I've managed to piss off a bunch of people, yeah, well, it's not gonna. This one guy was asking if there were twisties today because it's perfect weather for twisties. It's really dry. That's what you want to do is, you know, you don't have risk of wet weather and that kind of stuff. So traffic is not too bad. It's not, I was warned that traffic is going to grind to a halt. So I have to press on because that's what I sold the group for a month. I wasn't going to about to change plans and head the other way. I did screw up. I screwed up royally. I owe an apology to those guys that were supposed to rendezvous at a certain point, and shoot, I basically gave them the shaft. I feel bad about that. Usually I stop over here, Ewa Beach Park. Oh well.